Hi there, students. Modest, an adjective. Modesty, an uncountable noun. Modestly, yeah, the adverb as well. Okay, if you use the adjective modest, you describe something as modest. You're saying it's not large, it's not big in size or amount, or it's not very expensive. So he receives a modest salary. Yeah, it's quite small, it's not enormous. He drives quite a modest car. It's a small car, it works, it's okay, but it's not something flash and expensive. There has been a modest increase in prices this year, just a little bit. I ate a modest amount of food, a small amount, not a huge amount. Okay, so modest, not enormous. Yeah. He had a modest success with his new record. Yeah. For the modest price of £3, you can buy one of these. So a small price. It's not very big. It's not very expensive. Then you can be modest when you're talking about yourself, not blowing your own trumpet, not telling everybody about how fantastic you are. So he is always very modest about his achievements. He doesn't tell anyone, he just keeps it to himself. He's quite humble. Yeah. He doesn't make it obvious that what he's done. And then modest you can also use to talk about behavior or clothes. And if in this meaning, modest means avoiding anything sexual. So a lady should wear modest clothes, not a mini skirt, but something more modest. No, I prefer the mini skirt, but well, modest, to describe something that is avoiding sex. Yeah. Okay. So in this idea of modesty, I'm thinking about the length of a lady's skirt. It varies over time. Demureness. Yeah, it avoids encouraging the sexual attraction of others. Yeah, this comes from the Latin word modestus, meaning keeping within measure. So standards of modesty depend on culture. Yeah, and one thing that may be modest in one age is not modest at all in another. Yeah. It depends. It depends where. It depends on the culture. Um, okay, let's see. Yeah. There was a man called Stephen Goff tried to walk naked from south to north in the UK, and he was arrested and imprisoned lots and lots of times. But well, modesty it depends on the society. So modest, not bragging, not boasting about your achievements, humble, not pretentious. A moderate size, a moderate amount of money, a moderate success. Yeah, and then moderate behavior. Yeah, avoiding sex, and these are the ideas of modest. Modest, showing a moderate estimation of your abilities. Yeah. Not to call attention to yourself, to be a bit retiring. Yeah, a modest demeanor. Without ostentation, unpretentious. A modest house, modest clothes, a modest price. Yeah, a modest quantity. Yeah, enough, moderate but limited in size, not extreme. Okay, so modesty. I think the word modest, I'm going to give a 5.5 in formality. I think modesty, 6, maybe 6.5 in formality. I think so. Modest, use anywhere. It's a touch on the formal side. Modesty, I'm not sure I would use that word informally, but use it anywhere else. And as I said before, this comes from Latin, modestus, moderate, restrained, mild. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Modesty.